Jayatha as well. So in this video, let's see a easy and short topic that is about Rhizobium. So while now let's get into the topic. Rhizobium is a genus of gram-negative soil bacteria. Gram-negative bacteria is the kind of bacteria that do not retain the crystalline violet stain that is used for bacteria differentiation, and this rhizobium is used for fixing nitrogen in plants. This rhizobium is also endosymbiotic, and that is mostly found in the roots of legumes and other flowering plants. So what is endosymbiotic? Endosymbiotic is nothing but any organism that lives within the body of another organism, that is by having a mutual relationship. Mutual relationship is nothing like relationship which has some benefit. Next, rhizobia are diazotrophic bacteria. What is diazotrophic? It is given below about the meanings. Diazotrophic is a microorganism that is able to grow without any external source of nitrogen. So this does not need any sort of nitrogen for its growth. So these small balls or nodules present in the root are the rhizobia. Okay, so now let's see how does this rhizobium fix nitrogen. This rhizobia is also known as biological nitrogen fixation. Of course, its work is to fix nitrogen, so we call it as biological nitrogen fixation, where it converts the atmospheric or molecular nitrogen into ammonia. And this conversion is done with the help of an enzyme called nitrogenase. This converts free nitrogen into nitrogenous salts and help in making it available for absorption of the plants. And the chemical reaction of converting nitrogen into ammonia is given over here. So the reduction of N2 into NH3 requires 6 protons and 6 electrons, where 12 molecules of ATP are also involved. So for this reaction, there are few requirements like 6 protons, 6 electrons and 12 molecules of ATP. That is 12 molecules of energy. Next is the role of nitrogenous compounds in the plants. Huge, as nitrogen is a constituent element of chlorophyll, cytochrome, alkaloids and many vitamins. So why we are speaking only about nitrogen fixation and rhizobia helps in this? First of all, why do we need this nitrogen in these plants? So it is because it is a main element present in the chlorophyll, cytochromes, alkaloids and many of the vitamins, and this plays an important role in different processes like metabolism, reproduction, growth and heredity. So of course these are all very important for a plant, so nitrogen is required for these processes. Rhizobium nitrogen fixation is an essential process that takes place biologically, and it is the initial stage in nitrogen cycle. So we all have a nitrogen cycle. About this we will not be discussing over here, but this is the first or the initial stage in this nitrogen cycle. And rhizobium nitrogen fixation is a symbiotic in nature that results in nodule formation in leguminous plants. So we have seen some balls like structures in the previous root photo, right, over here. So that is only nodule formation, and this takes place in legume plants. This is just the image for a reference, and again these are the nodules. Okay, there are few examples of symbiotic nitrogen. These are the examples. So Rhizobium leguminosarum, Rhizobium fascioli, Rhizobium japonicum, Rhizobium lupini, Rhizobium alami, Rhizobium lantis, Rhizobium trifoli, Rhizobium smilacinae. So these are few examples. So next is what is the function of rhizobium. We have seen it is about nitrogen fixation. Let's see what we are going to see in this slide. So the basic function of rhizobium is, as we discussed, is about atmospheric nitrogen fixation for the plants, and these rhizobium live with symbiotic relationship with the plant. Okay, in addition to this, so these are the two things which we are studying from the first slide. So in addition to this, we have something else to study. That is, rhizobium helps in enhancing the soil productivity and fertility, making the right environment for the plants to flourish. So here, this rhizobium also helps by enhancing or enriching the soil productivity and fertility. Of course, we know that fertile soil is very important for a healthy growth of the plant. So this helps in enhancing or enriching the fertility of the soil, which helps in flourishing the plant's growth. Next, also Rhizobium bacteria takes care of behavioral factors including nutrient deficiency, drought stress, salt stress, and harmful effects of pesticides and fertilizers that may be unhealthy for the plants in some manner. Rhizobium is not only has advantages, it also has few disadvantages. So let us see what are those disadvantages. So it also causes few diseases. Rhizobium differs, like it can be pathogenic, that is it can cause disease, and it can be non-pathogenic, it might not cause disease too. So the pathogenic Rhizobium bacteria species include Rhizobium rhizogenes. It is also known as Agrobacterium rhizogenes and is responsible for infection hairy roots in dicotyledonous plants. In dicotyledonous plants, we have plants like two types, that is monocotyledonous plants and dicotyledonous plants. This is nothing but it has two cotyledons, and monocotyledons will have one cotyledon. And next Rhizobium, pathogenic Rhizobium is Rhizobium radiobacter. It is also known as Agrobacterium tumefaciens and is responsible for crown gall disease. So this causes crown gall disease in the plants. What happens if Rhizobium bacteria is absent in the soil? Did we ever think of this? If you have thought of this question, now let's see the answer for this. It has been observed that root nodules can be formed spontaneously in Medicago without the presence of rhizobia. So we saw some ball-like structure. So this can be formed even without the presence of rhizobia. This implies that the development of nodule is controlled entirely by the plant and simply triggered by the secretion of nod factors. So this nodule formation is not due to the rhizobium, but it is totally controlled by the plants and few of the nod factors. And we have seen a word like Medicago. We have the meaning over here, that is a genus of herbs that resemble clover. It is a genus of flowering plant. So that's it for today. This is a small glimpse about Rhizobium. So this PPT's link will be provided in the description box and in the comment section. Check it out. And if you have not yet subscribed our channel, click on the subscribe button. Please like, share, comment. Thank you.